Miss Diggy Dolce, how you doing?
Yo, I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. Amazing.
Great. Welcome
Absolutely
to the show
amazing.
today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So let's get to it. What's the best part? Do you like doing the rapping part or the producing part?
Definitely producing. Rapping is like kind of, I guess creating music is like a personal thing now more
Okay.
than a public thing. I still do it, but I really, really love the role that I've been able to take on as like a producer, recording engineer, artist development manager kind of person. That's like my main source of income,
Gravitated
and
towards
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah, where
Well,
you
I'm
from?
Ethiopian.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Ethiopian, East African.
Both your
Um,
parents?
both of my parents. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So
Proud
how
African. Yeah.
so how was that?
Well, it's so funny. So I started off with the name Diggy, right? And I changed my name to Nardos. I mean, I
Okay.
still go by Diggy because a lot of people know me like that. That's the brand that I built. Nardos Endale is my first and middle name.
Okay.
And it just, I'm getting older, and with everything, I guess, as far as identity is concerned, especially being in this climate after like the post-Trump era,
Right. Yeah.
I just really found myself when I started calling myself by my actual name. And when I converted my career persona and made that my actual name, it just kind of, I don't know, it created some kind of confidence, or it just made me feel like, a black queen. Like, it
That's
just, people,
good.
it's a conversation
Uplifting.
starter. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
Diggy was cool,
Yeah.
but Diggy wasn't really reflective of me. So once I started calling myself by my name, I guess I started acting,
Who you are and bring your queenness
started
out.
bringing all that
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your heritage and
So
everything.
that's fun. I'm actually looking forward to working with a lot of international artists as well. It's kind of weird. Like, I changed my name and I start speaking about my roots and who I am, and then I started gravitating
Speaking
all this
existence.
other, yeah, Afrobeat artists, reggae artists, Spanish, Latin artists. Like, it's cool.
So how's that been for you?
It's exciting. Yeah, I've been doing rap for 10 years. Maybe a little R&B here and there, maybe pop or whatever, but I never really got to get outside of the genre of,
Okay.
rap, kind of trap rap almost. And like backpack rap, hip hop stuff. So this is just exciting. It's just it's a different world. It's a different environment. You meet different types of artists, and then because you're working with them, you start to get attracted to their fan base.
Right.
So it just
Right.
kind of snowballs. It's really cool. Yeah.
So, with that being said, by you being a female in a predominantly male industry, how does that work out for you?
It works great for me. I carry myself, I guess, in a way, with class and with, I guess I'm a boss in nature, and people respect me, so I don't really have a lot of
Well, you,
issues.
you came
But
through the door being a boss, though.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's how
yeah.
you treat yourself, right?
Right.
And that's how people
Get that
treat you.
respect.
Yeah. So it's like I've never really had issues. Do people, you always get the guys that come downstairs. It's like, yo, what you do?
Yeah.
Like, they go to the basement, they go to the studio, and they see me sitting there, and they're like, so what you do? And I'm like, I'm running the session.
You're not here to twerk. You're not here to twerk and everything.
What do I look like I do? Like, I'm
Right,
sitting at the
right.
control pit, like, what do
Yeah.
you mean? I'm the captain.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, oh, you a female? Oh, I ain't never seen no female engineer. Like, it's like, I've heard that you're dope for a female. Like, I've heard that. But, I don't know. It kind of adds to the allure, you know? Like, just recently I put a post out, and I kind of put a video commercial saying I'm looking to work with female artists. And it was very emotionally, like 50, like, I'm not being dramatic. It was like so many females was jumping in my inbox and my
Great.
email and
Yeah.
I'm like, it took me 10 years to just
But the
speak
way
on
you
it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
damn.
the way you branded yourself and your business, it kind of it picked up like that because you brand real well. Like
Thank
I watch you like through your commercials, your videos, stuff like that. You do real good.
That's
with
what
that.
I went to school. I went to school for marketing, business, and branding, and to kind of segue into that, like, that was the new thing that I started doing this year, is I started speaking what I want to experience and putting it out there.
Yeah.
And, it's like frustrating when you sit around and you're like, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish I had this type of client. I wish I could experience this type of session, or I wish I could do da 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 da. And it's like, you don't think about, like, why are you wishing? You know, just
do it.
Just put it out
Put
there.
it out there and do
so
it.
I just started speaking it. I started saying, I want to work with more females. I'm a female. You know, I've been doing this for 10 years. I meet females every day that I could give advice to that I just feel like is wasted because I'm not giving it to you. I'm not able to share my experiences with you. So I just put it out there. I want to work with more females, and it's like boom.
So
Right.
so are you producing
coming.
your own artists? Do you have your own artists that you're producing?
Yeah, so I'm like I try to avoid the word manager. But I do work with, and I have been developing a few artists, mostly 17 to 19-year-old girls. And yeah, that's been fun. I'm like their fairy godmother, their musical, mentor. And that's really fulfilling. I've been working with a lot of kids. Parents are really investing in their children's career, which is so crazy to me. So there's parents booking sessions for their like 8-year-olds. Like for real, there's like 7-year-olds coming in. Their dads are writing their verses, and they it's so, and it's fire, and it's like this is just a cycle that I'm just kind of glad to be a part of now.
So as being a female rapper, do you feel that you have to over sexualize yourself with all the, because with all the girls out here just twerking and everything?
Are you getting butt shots anytime soon?
No.
All right. That's what I
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I like my little ratio.
Yes. Natural.
I like my natural, Now, what I will say, it's funny because we were just talking about this. So I'm in my dirty 30s, even though I'm like 21 in my spirit.
Yeah, right.
And if you had asked me this like 10 years ago or prior to being this grown-ass woman that I am, I would say I used to feel some type of way about being a female. I used to feel like I had to be so opposite of what the typical hip rap female is supposed to look like, right? So I stay covered up, and I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't do a lot, I just was very,
Right.
I'm trying to be like the guys. Like I'm super hip hop. Like you just gonna hear my words. You don't worry about what I look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 10 years later, I don't feel pressure at all. But what I will say is I feel like we have to celebrate our power as women. We have to not be afraid. I used to be very modest, especially in my sessions, because I'm recording a lot of men. I work with a lot of men. So I would just dumb my appearance down just to make it easier for them to concentrate and not be so distracted. And an older, much wiser lady, I told her that story, and she said, "No, that's wrong." She's like, "You should never feel like you have to water yourself down in order for a man to know how to act around you.
Right.
You just carry yourself in a way he's gonna know how to act. Like you own your beauty. You own whatever you want to look like. That's how you look.
Own it.
So like, do I love the WAP culture? Like, I got teenage daughters, right? So I'm like, it is what it is. I like sex appeal. It's sexy.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need a balance. I feel like the same girls that's out here being like super out there, they need to use their voice to be like,
Right.
And I mean, like, I ain't gonna knock Cardi, but like Cardi said it. She's like, I don't let my daughter listen to WAP, but I'm gonna put it out there.
Put it out there.
So it's like, I feel like, me personally, I don't feel pressure, but I'm definitely starting to own being a woman in this industry and being like, y'all gotta deal with that. That
even
ain't my
through the
problem.
photos,
Right.
your photos and everything that you got going on, they still are sexy, but they classy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like I ain't gonna lie, that's my mission, I guess, especially because I have teenage daughters. I want them to understand it's okay. Like, I was uncomfortable when I did that photo shoot, but then like 30 minutes into it, I was like, I ain't take that dress off for like 2 days.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
I
I was walking around the house like, calling everybody dog. And, I felt like a goddess. And it was like, my kids was like, Mom, put some clothes on. And I'm like, no. I'm feeling myself right now. But they should know how to appreciate themselves without feeling uncomfortable.
So I am a part of Streets Illustrated, and you were on.
OG familiar.
Yeah. So you was on the Most Wanted for the females.
How'd
that go about?
You know what's so crazy? I don't remember. I feel so bad. I think Mooch hit me up. Rest in peace. Rest in power. I think he hit me up. I know Mozart was the engineer on it because I had just met Mozart. I mean, that was just fire, man. I was like a baby rapper. I had just kind of gotten the game, and the other ladies that were on the cypher were more established, and I remember going to shows, watching them. So it was like pressure for me. I'm like, what? And I'm going to say this. I shouldn't say this. So when I wrote my verse, I was so nervous. I wanted to go 1st on the cipher, but I didn't. I wasn't confident like to tell people, like put me 1st. So when I wrote my verse, the very first line, I put the first lady in a thing, and I like made it a thing.
Yeah.
Like I tried to like speak it
Yeah.
in the
yeah,
song, like
yeah.
Diggy, the first lady. You know what I'm saying? And I remember Mozart called me. And he was like, I put you first on there because you said that in your verse. So I figured that was. And I was so, like, that was just.
Mozart a good producer.
Oh, he was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. He still is. Yeah.
Yeah, he doing good.
That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
I want to see that happen again.
So you've definitely grown since then,
Yeah.
musically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. I would say I'm an artist now. I'm not really a rapper.
Right.
You know, I'm singing. I'm experimenting with my voice. I'm songwriting for people. I've definitely grown. Like even the topics I talk about are just
right.
grown.
Different level.
Yeah, it's just different. I want to make people think. I want to make people feel. I'm not really like pressed to entertain right now. You know, I feel like you get enough of that. So when I'm writing songs now, I'm kind of like, how can I make somebody cry? How can I make somebody look at themselves and be
Feel
like,
it.
damn,
Yeah. Feel
you
every
talking about
word.
me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like empower you, like, but not be corny with it. You know,
Right.
like still have fun and enjoy life. But I want to, you know, words are spells. When you speak things, they really manifest. And so it took me a long time to understand the role that we as entertainers have when people really listen.
Yeah.
You know, like there's people that watch you and there's people that listen to you. I've never been the visual entertainer. I've always been like, just listen, you know, hear what I have to say. So now that I know the power of my words, I really want to, you know, use them.
Let everybody know where they can find you at.
NardosEndale.com. That's my website. It's ENDALE. And everything's on there.
All right.
Right.
Everybody give it up for Diggy Dolce.
Thanks for
Thank
coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just got done doing my interview on the RunTellDat talk show. Make sure y'all tune in to catch that.